A lot of people are having quite the meltdown over these two dating. So let's look back at some other weird couples of Hollywood. 2 years ago, Angelina Jolie and The Weeknd were rumored to be dating when they were seen out to dinner several times. Madonna and Tupac dated from 1993 to 1994 when he was 21 and she was 35. He later sent her a 3-page handwritten letter from prison to apologize, which was actually stolen from her house and sold. Outlets began reporting that it revealed that he broke up with her because she was white, but as things often are, it was a little bit deeper than that. He said due to the effects of racism, it made it difficult for a young black man to properly show affection for an older white woman, and that her being seen with a black man would not only help her career but almost make her seem exciting. But for him, being seen with a white woman would not only hurt his image, but he felt like that would be letting down half of the people that made him who he thought he was. Lenny Kravitz and Nicole Kidman didn't just date, they were engaged. These two three-named celebs were together for 7 years. They were only 18 when they met, and they said that they were almost embarrassed for anyone to know that they were dating, so they kept it on the DL. Before Harry Styles, Emrata was dating Eric Andre, and even though he posted this picture of them on Valentine's Day, they had actually broken up before he posted it. Tyra Banks dated Drake. These two dated. Imagine if they had gotten married and hyphenated their last name, Hutchins Hutcherson. It sounds like a frat boy whose daddy will be hearing about this. Janet Jackson and Matthew McConaughey used to date. Tom Cruise and Cher dated when he was 23 and she was 38. And she would later tell Andy Cohen in 2013 that he is in her top 5 favorite lovers. Rihanna slid into Shia LaBeouf's DMs and they had one date, and he said the sparks weren't there. Friendly reminder that he created an entire human with Mia Goth. Justin Timberlake was only 16 when he dated a 23-year-old Fergie. Alanis Morissette's You Ought to Know is supposedly about her ex-boyfriend Dave Coulier, the guy from Full House. Maybe these two aren't necessarily a weird couple, but Natalie Portman and Jake Gyllenhaal did date, and he said it was frustrating to try to find a place to eat because she was vegan. Chelsea Handler has always called 50 Cent her favorite ex-boyfriend. Ashley Olsen dated Lance Armstrong when she was 21 and he was 36, and he ended up breaking up with her because his friends told him that the age gap would ruin his image. Michelle Rodriguez had just broken up with Cara Delevingne when she started dating Zac Efron. David Spade and Naya Rivera dated. Not only did Simon Cowell and Carmen Electra date, but it ended when she walked in to find him in bed with his now fiance and mother of his child, Laura Silverman. Sylvester Stallone's ex-wife, Brigitte Nielsen, used to date Flava Flav. Matthew Perry and Lizzie Kaplan dated for 6 years. Lisa Marie Presley first met Michael Jackson when she was 7 years old and she was a fan. And after they crossed paths again 17 years later, Michael Jackson proposed to her over the phone and they got married. It was dubbed the most bizarre marriage in history. In 1989, people could not get over Fisher Stevens somehow bagging Michelle Pfeiffer, and he would later go on to cheat on her after they announced that they wanted to adopt a child together. Seth MacFarlane and Emilia Clarke used to date. Rashida Jones once dated Mark Ronson. Do you guys remember the shock, the awe of John Mulaney coming out and saying that he got Olivia Munn pregnant? Because that was back when everybody still believed that he was like just a cute little innocent little bean of a boy. But he's a cheater! Florence Pugh and Zach Braff get a lot of flack for her being 23 and him being 44 during the relationship. But I personally find the relationship weird because he looks just like her father. Mila Kunis and Macaulay Culkin dated for 8 years, and he then of course went on to have 2 babies with his fiancée, Brenda Song, who back in the day dated Miley Cyrus's half-brother, Trace Cyrus, the guy from Metro Station. Conversations like this always remind me of when Lady Gaga was engaged to Taylor Kinney, and how everybody kept being like, well, what's wrong with him? Why would he want to be with her? How are they a couple when she's so weird and he seems so normal? So she gave an interview where she said, he's very weird. Taylor's in disguise. He looks normal, but he's weird on the inside. And then I'm weird on the outside and equally weird on the inside. She said, we complement one another. I guess it is a strange pairing, but we're happy. So just remember, how people portray themselves in the media is not always the truth. If a relationship works, it means it works for a reason. And I've personally seen enough of his interviews to know they're probably actually a pretty good match.